Friends, hello and welcome to Monday, November 22nd. Let's check in with a few people from our Google stream. This is Eleanor, who shared this with us. Nice job, Eleanor. Thank you for sharing that. It was so cool. And next we have Eleanor, who said that for Christmas, Eleanor wants dolls and left us this recording for our project.
My name's Ellie, and I want Ella for Christmas.
Thanks, Ellie. And it was nice that we get to hear your puppy in the background, too. That is so sweet. Thanks, Ellie. Alea asked, how do I get her classwork? And all I said was to Alea or mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, just follow the videos and have some fun. Okay. Andrew was asked, when do you make your parents smile? And he said when he plays nice. And Vinny said when he makes a funny face. I think we heard Naima's voice before, but I'll play it again.
My name is Naima, and I really like my doll.
Oh, I cut her off.
My name is Naima, and I really like my doll. And I like unicorns so much.
Thanks, Naima. And that's going on our project. And remember that project I am making on GarageBand, and I'll share that with you. We have Brooklyn's voice. We listen to that.
My name is Brooklyn. I love unicorns.
So does Naima. How cool. And then we have Caleb. I'll have to find out how to open that. And we have Andrew's voice. Listen to Jasmine's and Vinny's. Okay, let's check the 2-3 site. Oh, this was really cool. Dayton made this on LineWriter. Check this out. Super creative. And the end. That is so cool, the way that you integrated text and pictures, and you got your LineWriter to work. Very cool. Thanks for sending that in, Dayton. And here's Dayton's voice recording. I got to get back to that one, Dayton, because for some reason I'm not being able to open that up right now. But I know I'll be able to figure that out. We were asking people what they did that made their family laugh. And Dayton said, I make music that makes my family smile. Isn't that cool? Very cool today. Dayton also shared with us Blob Opera. Do you remember working on Blob Opera? And so this is what he made. Love it, Dayton. Thank you for sharing that. And we heard Miley's recording last week. Oh, that one I can't record. I gotta fix that. Okay. And then in our 4th and 5th grade site, we had, this is really cool, some stuff that happened. Tyler, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Clay put on a line writer. So take a look at what Clay did. You stuck, haha. Yeah, he is stuck, isn't he? Wow. And the cool thing about that was we had some people that were helping each other out. Like Henry said, this is mine. I'm kind of torturing him, but I don't care. Since you can't save it, I screen recorded it. And then he said, it's glitchy because the person goes fast. He goes through the blue walls. And then Clay said, Henry, how do you record? And then Henry went up here and showed Clay how to record. Isn't that cool, right? We got friends helping friends. So this is the one that Henry made. He called it Endlessly Glitching. Cool, Henry. Whoa. Best thing about kids is they're so creative and they're not inhibited by anything. They just go out and play and figure stuff out. Don't know how you did that one, Henry. Super cool. And the end. Henry, thanks for sharing. And Henry, thanks for helping Clay out. So they went up here and then Henry put on for anyone who wants to screen record, and then he attached this video. Super cool, Henry. Thanks for helping us out. Let's see if we got anyone else on here today. What does Clay do to make his parents smile? He listens to them. And then Henry's Blob Opera. He's on here. And then we'll talk about what we're going to do this week. Henry, thanks for sharing that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to start working on today is we're going to start working on the Nutcracker. So Christmas is coming. Like we have Thanksgiving coming up this week, and then going into next month we'll be in Christmas. And one thing, one memory I always have of Christmas is going to see the Nutcracker or watching the Nutcracker or listening to the Nutcracker. And if you don't know what it is, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain it to you, and then we'll have some games and activities and stuff to do with the Nutcracker. Sound good? So the very first thing we need is just kind of like an overview of what the Nutcracker is. So I'll talk about a few slides with you about who wrote the Nutcracker and when it was written and where it originated. And then we'll watch like a short little recap of what the Nutcracker is. All right, enjoy. Okay, so hey, here's some good news. Remember in that last segment, I lost a couple of kids that sent in their audio recordings for a project. I was able to open them, so this is Dayton's.
My name is Dayton, and I like animating.
It looks like it, Dayton, based on what you shared with us before. And then I was also able to open Clay's.
Hi, my name is Clay.
Hello, Clay. And then we were also able to open Tyler's.
My name is
Okay? So cool. So I'm glad we were able to do that. All right, so now let's talk about some Nutcracker stuff. So if we're looking at the first slide, it's called the Nutcracker Ballet, right? Do you know what a ballet is? So a ballet is a stage dance that tells a story through movement. And the Nutcracker Ballet is based on a story by E.T.A. Hoffman named The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. And that was written in 1816. 1816, that's 204 years ago, that The Nutcracker and the Mouse King was written by E.T.A. Hoffman. And a male ballet dancer is called a ballerino, and a female ballet dancer is called a ballerina with an A. So male ballerino, female ballerina. Next, ballerinas wear tutus. It's kind of like that skirt, right? They also wear toe shoes to help them dance on the tips of their toes. So you might notice that when we're looking at some video. And it says the music for the Nutcracker Ballet was written by Peter Tchaikovsky in 1892. So that's 128 years ago. So the story was written 204 years ago, and then the music was written 128 years ago. So it was a story before it was a ballet. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at an actual ballet company, and the people in the ballet company that put on the performance of the Nutcracker are going to explain to us what the story's about.
The Nutcracker begins, and when the curtain goes up, Marie is there, a little girl with her brother, and they're sleeping outside the hallway, waiting for the big room to be revealed with the great big Christmas tree and the Christmas Eve party to begin.
They're picking inside the hole, right? And then they're looking to see what the parents are doing. And then all of a sudden, everything opens up, right? The screens go up and they're getting ready. And the people in the house are bringing gifts. And then each guest comes in.
And in that evening, who joins them is Herr Drosselmeyer, which is Marie and godfather. And he is a magician. He's known to be a magician and a toy maker.
He brings to the party with 3 special dolls.
Dolls, yes.
Dolls.
Who comes to life.
Life-size dolls. So they're like huge human-sized dolls inside. And they all dance for the guests.
Drosselmeyer brings out the Nutcracker and he shows it to everyone. He shows how it works. And then he asks Marie to come up and try it out. And then he gives it to her.
Now, Fritz is a little bit jealous. So what does Fritz do?
Fritz breaks the Nutcracker.
They do a little bit of a tag of war, they tie, and boom, it falls into the ground. It's a big moment because everybody thinks it's broken.
Drosselmeyer is very upset, but he puts a handkerchief around his arm so she feels a little bit better, and they play with him.
And she cradles them in her arms and does a little lullaby with her friends.
And that's time for the night to be over, so everyone goes home and the Stahlbaum family goes to sleep. But Marie, she doesn't want to sleep.
She's curious.
She's curious about her Nutcracker. So she goes down by the tree and she falls asleep out by the couch.
She's sleeping with the Nutcracker. There's Drosselmeyer comes again.
And he wakes up Marie. And everything feels like a dream. And he starts making magic.
And big mice start coming out from everywhere, and she's very scared. She hides, and then the tree starts to grow. Everything starts to grow.
A whole battle scene begins with all the soldiers that were in a little cabinet at the beginning of the scene have grown bigger, and then the Mouse King and the Nutcracker fight, and the Nutcracker ends up winning.
The Nutcracker wins because
Marie throws her shoe, and then she faints because she's so scared that the Mouse King's gonna hurt her.
The Prince Nutcracker, he actually has a transformation because he kills the Mouse King and he becomes a beautiful prince, which Marie probably really likes him.
Something that I love about that scene is like then starts snowing a lot, and then comes the forest scene that is the snowflakes dancing, right?
Yes.
You know, they are walking in the snow kingdom and all the snowflakes dance around them, and with the like backdrop, it was beautiful. Just like
It's a beautiful moment.
it's like frozen
the
moment
snow
for Zachary.
falls from the sky.
Yeah, snowflake. And then after that, they carry on to the sweet kingdom.
There's a whole bunch of different sweets in the land of sweets that dance for them. So there's hot chocolate, coffee, tea, candy cane, I think, and then Paul
Marzipan?
Chanel. Oh no,
Marzipan,
Marzipan, Paul Chanel, and then
the flowers and dewdrop.
The Sugar Plum Fairy asks, why are they here? And the prince does a pantomime telling how all this happened.
you see angels. They meet the Sugar Plum Fairy, and she tells them to go on the cupcake throne.
And they make a beautiful, they dance for Marie and the Nutcracker. And in the very end, they all get together to say goodbye to Marie and the Nutcracker. And they go back home in a snowy night.
That's
The
it.
end.
That's the story.
Okay, friends, so right now we're going to start looking at the story a little bit more in depth, right? So we got an overview of the story of what's going on. There was a girl, and there was a party, and there were some toys that were enchanted, and there was a nutcracker, and a ballerina, and a rat king, and then the girl fell asleep, and there was a battle, and then there was an enchanted land, and all this stuff, right? So now we're going to get into the story a little bit more, now that we have the overview. But what we're going to do is every once in a while, we're going to stop and look at some things, okay? So we're just going to kind of do a little bit of story, stop, show you some things, do a little bit of story, stop, show you some things, just like that. Does that sound good? All right, here is the beginning of the Nutcracker Suite.
Welcome to Classical Kids Storytime from American Public Media. I'm Steve with our version of The Nutcracker. One December night, a very long time ago, a little girl named Clara was celebrating Christmas Eve in a big way. She and her brother, their parents, and all her cousins and aunts and uncles, plus the neighbors and their kids, were all there, dressed up in their Christmas best. The house was all dressed up too. It was decorated with wreaths and stockings, mistletoe, and boughs of holly. Right at the center was an enormous Christmas tree, drooping under the weight of ornaments and shiny garlands. Velvet bows and silver bells, tiny gingerbread men and candy canes, and hundreds of twinkling lights. Under the tree, piles of presents. Most were tantalizing mysteries wrapped in their Christmas paper, but some were unwrapped and on display, like the stuff grown-ups gave each other. And the army of brightly painted soldiers in their red coats with gold buttons and shiny black boots. Clara and her brother Fritz and the cousins played under the tree, creating a military parade with their toy soldiers.
That is a good spot to start, because did you hear that song? It went da 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 da. Does that sound familiar? It's called the March of the Toy Soldiers. Okay, and you may have heard it in different cartoons and things like that. But what I'm going to show you now is March of the Toy Soldiers from the ballet of the Nutcracker Suite. And then we're going to show you March of the Toy Soldiers, someone playing it on a piano. Then we're going to make our own version of March of the Toy Soldiers on Chrome Lab Songmaker. So first up, March of the Toy Soldiers in the ballet. Second up, someone playing March of the Toy Soldiers on a piano, and you'll see the notes being hit. And then third, we're going to create that song on Chrome Lab Songmaker. So this is March of the Toy Soldiers. We're going to take March of the Toy Soldiers and make this on Songmaker. Okay? So the first thing we have to do is we have to open up Chrome Lab Songmaker. And I included this link on our Google stream. Chrome Lab Songmaker. Boom. Okay, now we have to set up the settings on there. So I'm leaving it at 120. I left it at Maramba and Electronic. You can change that. And over here, we want 442 major middle C2. So I'm making this one 4. And this one's 4. And this is 2. 442. And over here, major middle C 2 octaves. So it's going to go 442 major middle C 2. 4/4/2, major, middle, C2. And then we should have this. So the first thing I'm going to do is start here. That's our first note. The bump. So I'll try to get that microphone a little bit closer. Hopefully that's not too annoying for you. Okay. So it should go bump, 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 bump. And then here. Bump. 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 Sounds like this so far. Now this one we're not going to play anything here, and we're going to repeat that. Bump, 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 bump. That's the melody. That's it. So it goes like this. Bump, 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 bump. Now, if yours doesn't look like this, it might be smaller. It might look like this. That's fine. I'll get rid of all this so you'll see what it will look like if it's smaller. And I'll get rid of these. So if your music song maker is smaller, still sounds the same, looks like this. And if it's bigger, like mine was set up, it still looks the same, or it still sounds the same. Okay, so now we're going to set up our chords. So we're going to make this chord here. And under this orange one, we're going to make this chord. And under this yellow one, we're going back to the first chord. And under the orange one, we're going to this chord. Now we're going to the first chord. Bum 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 bum. This chord. This chord. This chord. That's it. So we have the melody on the top. We have the chords on the bottom. Sounds like this. Now, if yours is wide like mine, I'll show you how I filled these in. First chord. Second chord. Go over to back to here. First chord. Bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. Second chord. First chord. Bum, bum, bum. Second chord. Bum, bum. First chord. Bum, bum, bum. If it's big like mine, it sounds like this. Alright, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some drums. I'm going to go boom, tap, boom, tap, boom. Yeah, I'm going to go like that. Play around, see what you like. And then I'm going to go boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, tap. So mine sounds like this. Alright, if you have this one, same thing. Boom, tap, boom, tap. Wait. I gotta start at the beginning, right? Okay. So mine's gonna go boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, tap. Looks different, sounds the same. I like the smaller one better because I can see the whole song at the same time. But that's March of the Toy Soldiers on Songmaker. And again, if you want to share this with me, go to Save, copy the link, and then go to our page and paste it right on our Google Stream. Sound good? So I'll do that again. All you have to do if you want to share it with me so I can talk about it, go to Save, copy the link, and then put it on our site. Sound good?